What's up guys? In today's video I'm going to teach you and I'm going to show you how to use JINJA2. It is very useful and you can see that you can create amazing dynamic websites. So what is that? Let me show you first the example and then I will show you how to do it. So what we have to do first is to execute this. And once we are executing this, we are going to go to the website that we created. You remember that it's a very simple website, and let's see if this loads. I don't know why always the first time it takes a lot of time to load. So as you can see, now I added these three links. And what do these links do? So for example, if I click this one, it will show me this. If I click this, it will show me this. And if I click this, it will show me this. You can see that the pages are very similar. Like for example, if we do this, let me put this here and this here, and let's hide this. Yeah, you can see that the pages are very similar. Like we have this, and then we have this, and then this. Like this is page in this language, and this is the name of the country or the language or whatever. So yeah, how are we doing this? Because as you can see, if we go to the code, we don't have three pages for that. Like these are the previous pages that we created. Like for example, page 2 is still, let me remove this. Page 2 is still this one, and page 3 is still this one. So how do we do that if we don't have enough pages? So this is here in the product page, and this page is the one which is dynamic. So as you can see, why is it dynamic? Because depending on what we send, it will put something or something else. So let's go to the code and let me show you why is it dynamic. So we are still using this extension, and as you can see here, we receive the argument which refers to the page that we want to load. So for example, if we click here, the argument is this one, which is then printed here. So well, we print here the extension is this, but whenever we try to render the template, we are going to send two things. Like you can send the things that you want to send, but in this case I just sent two things. So the first one is the name, and the second one is the full name. So the name is just the first part, like this, and the full name is the entire thing. And how can I load this in the HTML? So this is the name variable that we sent here. So this name variable, which is this, like this old function, is here is this. So as you can see, in order to use it, we have to put open the brackets twice. Remember this, if you want to use just a variable, you have to open the brackets twice and then put the variable. So for example, if we now put here full name, and we try to reload this page, you're going to see that now this appeared. But if we remove this and we reload the page, it disappeared. So that's how you access the variables. But you can do a lot of cool things with JINJA2, which is using Python code. So for example, here, depending on what we receive in the full name, so for example, the extensions are this, like just you can check it, is esp, check, and eng. So I'm saying that if Czech is in the full name, I will show Czech Republic. If ESP is in the full name, I will show España Grande y Libre. And if eng, well, else, in any other case, which is in the case that we have eng, we will show English. And this is why this page is dynamic, because depending on what we receive here, so for example here, if we put eng, you can see that now we loaded the English page, but we just have one HTML. And if we go back and we put the Czech one, we have it the same. But remember, we just have one HTML page. And another thing is that whenever you put code, you don't have to put the brackets twice. You just put them once, but after that you have to use this percentage symbol. But it is the same as in Python. Like, you don't need to have to put the semicolon, but yeah, it's the same. So if check is in the full name, we print Czech Republic, if s, and so on. And you can also do for loops, but remember that you can do amazing things. That's why here we are printing this 5 times, because we used a for loop. And for example, if I put here 10 and I try to reload it, you can see that we printed this 10 times. This is pretty useful because imagine that you have a dictionary, you can access the elements of the dictionary in the same way you would do in Python. You would have to use this, but it's exactly the same. So I think that that's all for this video, because this was very simple. But yeah, if you understood how to use JINJA2 and how to create dynamic websites, give it a like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next one.
Ay.